In today's lesson, we're going to talk about, should you post the same social media content on different platforms? So for example, should I be posting the same stuff on Facebook and also an Instagram account? So if you're just getting started with, sure, you can do that. I don't want to say overcomplicate things so then you become overwhelmed and then you don't not doing it at all, right? And I generally like to focus on one thing, get good at one platform before you do too many things, right? Focus on one platform before you do so many different things. So just go out there and post consistently on those platforms. But generally, the answer is, should you post the same content on different social media platforms? I would say no, right? I'll tell you why. Because think about your followers and users. I know you may have different followers and users, but think about, generally when you first start off, you're going to have the same followers, right? If you're on the platform, you're on Facebook, you want to get people on Instagram, or vice versa, you have the same followers. And is it free for someone to check out your content? And you may say, well, the platforms are free. But generally, the answer is actually no, because people are taking their time. You're getting their attention. And what gets the attention gets the money. That's another thing. If people are giving you attention, they're giving you their money, right? So they have limited time. They're scrolling the news feed. If they see something before, they probably don't want to see it again right then, right? So I'll give an example. Some people sometimes complain, oh, I saw this already. Why is it appearing on my news feed? Or why is Facebook showing me this stuff? Why is Instagram showing me? I don't even want to see this person. And they unfollow the person or unfriend them. Or they see ads they don't like to see. People are kind of picky nowadays on what they want on their news feed. Right? I've had people that unfriended me because they don't want to see me focus and talking about helping this network marketing profession. Because they're not in the profession, they just don't want to see that. That's okay. They were just acquaintances. They weren't like really, really close friends. They're more like friends of friends or high school friends that were not close, right? So people are very picky about what they see on the feed. So if you're showing the same thing, you're not rewarding someone, especially you starting like just say, I've been on Facebook, now I want to go to Instagram. And you ask me to follow Instagram, but if I'm seeing the same thing, then what's the point of me following there? I'm just not going to follow you anymore. Make sense? You're actually punishing them for following you because you're getting attention. You're blocking up the feed. So show different things. Right. And also another thing is you want people engaging as much as possible. If they engage, just I was on Facebook, I engaged, and now I see the same thing again. Chances are I'm not going to comment and engage on that again. And like the less people engage, it actually hurts your algorithm. Right. So that hurts you in that sense. Now, here's one thing. You don't have to recreate different content. Here's the trick. Right. Here's the trick is you can stagger it. So if you're posting something today, you don't need to have to recreate content. Number one, get started with one platform. But just say a week later, whatever you posted today can be posted on Instagram a week later. All right? And even the more content you have, you can stagger for 2 weeks later, a month later, a year later, you can repeat that type of content. Right? Especially content that's you're giving value, you're teaching, sharing, maybe personal stuff that's time sensitive. If it's a holiday thing, you may not be able to do that. But if it's sharing something, teaching something, a tip, health-related tip or business-related tip or something service-related, something you're sharing, giving value, you can repeat it again and again, okay? So the answer is you shouldn't be using the same stuff, but you can stagger it. One of the things I've done, that's how I create so much content on different platforms, is I've created once, and then normally if I, on Instagram, I normally create content there first. A month or 2 or 3 months later, it appears on the different channels. And I have such a content of like thousands of posts. I just recycle back and forth. And I'm also constantly creating new stuff to put it in there, right? So that's the answer to, should you post the same content? You just start off, sure, but generally don't. But you can stagger it. Just don't post it at the same time. Your action step is, number one, start creating content. You need to start creating content ASAP. If you're not creating content, people are not trusting you. I just talked to a coaching client. He says he's very easy to connect with co-markets because he's constantly putting content out there so people are seeing their profile, seeing the stories, and feel they get to know them. So create content. Also save it. Okay, even if you do stories, you can save the stories. Right? You can, and then you stagger it. You can post it later on. If it's a story, you can later on the day. You can post it a day later. You can stagger them so it's not appearing that people are seeing the same stuff every single day. And by the way, even if you post it a week later, people are not going to work like, oh my God, I saw that before. They're not going to really remember that. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. So anyway, that's the answer. Don't post the same content the same day, but you can easily get around that by saving time, by staggering it. But what you definitely have to do is start posting, creating content every single day. The more you give back, the more you get back in return. If you're struggling getting people to respect you, listen to watch your video, it's because you're not creating the content. Your profile, your content, that is your business profile. That's your business card. That's how people get to know you. So start creating content ASAP today.